Those who have survived, you are now walking the wasteland. Begin transmission.
What the fuck? What up, though, Juggalo?
TeamMUJ in the motherfucking house.
Yeah, yo.
With a brand new review, and honestly, it really has been a minute since we've sat down and discussed an album, and there hasn't been much that's really been worthy since this has dropped. This time, we brought in the motherfucking Wasteland Warrior Walcc. Motherfucking JigSaw Killa.
Hello, D.
As you know, TeamMUJ had sat down originally, planned on doing this with our brother Paglarito, but
And
due to a
JigSaw.
wedding, or wait, what is it this time?
Wedding.
COVID.
COVID, oh, Chess.
Questionable COVID.
Oh, COVID. There you
It's
go.
COVID.
Questionable COVID experiences.
COVID wedding.
Paglarito is not here tonight to chop it up with us and break down this album. Really, man, it's only been like about 2 weeks since it's dropped. Three or four by the time you guys see this review.
True story.
Maybe 3.
Yeah.
Depending on what time it drops next
Yeah,
week.
'cause really, it's only been about 2 weeks.
It's
right?
been 2 weeks, almost to the day.
Yeah. It was really cool, man, as it sunk up with another really good weekend in American history. We'll talk about that maybe another time. But it's dope to
Release
have...
of Maniacs.
hell yeah, that's right. To be here, chopping it up. As you guys know,
Reboot.
we really don't waste our time talking about albums that we don't like.
We don't.
So for sure, we're talking about this because even just in the 2 weeks,
We do like it.
it simmered enough with us. Because normally, it takes us a while because we'd be letting fucking albums marinate shit. Right?
But, no, usually, and the whole even with this album, there was a lot of other music that dropped around the time. Like when we do reviews of the albums that like we're looking forward to, there's always something else that we're looking forward to too. So it drops. This one dropped, and it was like been on repeat for the past 2 weeks.
And we knew like
straight.
it's best to talk about it
back.
fresh in our minds while we're listening to it every day instead of later on down the month. And here we are tonight. And it's dope as fuck to sit down with the Wasteland Warlocks because we've been walking for a minute.
We been walking. My
Man,
feet
my
hurt.
feet-
dog.
This
Like
is-
I got calluses and
Feet.
underneath. There's
hurt.
calluses and blisters and bone probably
Let's see
showing.
the
feet, bro. Let's see
I
your feet,
can't
bro.
discuss the
those
viewers
Jafar
like
feats.
this.
We've been talking about it. You guys know here at TeamMUJ, it is no strange subject. We've been
No
talking
strange.
and we've been on this walk for a minute. So here to finally get to Wasteland, which we thought maybe wouldn't even come this year because of how shit went, but we couldn't think of a really more perfect year that sums up where we're at now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
We are in Wasteland now, and just like the album goes into a straight banger, just the beginning part of the shit, and as it keeps the album cohesive with the radio shit, but I mean just kicks off right now with motherfucking Those Who Have Survived. We're in Wasteland now, and goes into Destroyers, which ends up being it keeps on to something that we've been talking about a lot as we go over the Wasteland we go over the Ouija projects or whatever.
Voyage
Is that
or
you
just
have to
like
come early, you have to come in hard early to captivate the crowd.
Yeah.
And this on Destroyers, it leaves nothing up.
Yeah.
This intro tells you this is that shit.
Yeah,
Right
right
here.
there, bro. It tells you, hey, fuck boy, Warriors destroy ya. Oh, bro.
The Warriors are here,
Bro.
alright? And there's no stopping it. The Wasteland Warriors are here. The Warlocks, whatever the fuck. I think we don't know the devil.
I think, yeah, we're the only ones.
I'm just gonna say
We are-
Warlocks.
We are the only
But
Wasteland Warrior Warlocks.
Warriors in
We
general,
found the elements early and we fucking,
You know what I'm
have
saying?
been protecting them since. You know what I'm saying?
We gathered them very early, and to my knowledge, there's still 2 left.
For sure, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? So, but we won't get into that. But
But man,
we're on Destroyers right now.
so coming to that Destroyers,
We're on
we did
Destroyers.
come hard.
It's fucking anthem, bro. Fucking anthem.
It's an anthem.
And that is the thing, is that in an album that it ends up being almost full of anthems, this one leads it off right away. You needed one to charge the album, you know what I'm saying? And it did. There's so many quotables in this shit. When it comes to concert season again, if we ever get it again,
Oh, we're gonna get college season.
to hear this shit on there that, hey, fuck,
Just
boy.
even come out to that shit,
Bro,
Yeah.
I hit a lick. Yeah, I hit a lick. I had to hit a lick, bro. Talking about when he's going through the house. Oh, bro. In the
That's fire,
in
bro.
the ocean, middle fingers on the planchet.
There's
Place jumping is dope.
I remember a new sign, bro. You know how everybody throws the dynasty
Yeah,
sign?
yeah,
If you throw a thumbs up, bro, you got the planche.
Putting that planche out
I
there.
had no wait for him to even say that
We've
shit.
been doing it, dog.
That's
We
why
got that
he's never
planche,
like
dog.
actually
Talking about
talked about
the
it.
He has
planche,
it,
bro.
bro.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? So
But like, you
that's
know what I'm saying? So we got the new hand signal. Don't Jog It, copyright right now by TeamMUJ.
We were talking about it trademark.
Hey,
The weekend that this shit came
got
out,
the
man.
diamond. We got.
With that
We're
planche.
gonna turn a thumbs up and we're gonna hit that planche, dog.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We were talking about though, man. It's an opening track full of quotables.
Banger,
Even
bro.
that fucking Condo Mondo Beats Pill bumping my new single.
Oh, yeah,
Straight vivid shit, bro.
Bro.
It says left your blunts right where I see them.
Bitch, I don't smoke cigarette.
Oh, bro. Hey, and he don't, bro. Bro, he told me straight up. Hey, bro, put me on cigarettes. Put me on fucking backwoods.
Yeah, backwoods.
But man, it is. It's to open Wasteland with this track is exactly what we needed. It is one of those Wasteland anthems on an album that ends up being an album of almost anthems. You know what I'm saying? Just the hook.
I could probably like the whole album just.
And
Banger,
in this
banger.
review, we're gonna do some things. We're gonna do wrap it up in a way that we haven't before, and it makes it really hard to do because you start off with things like Destroyer, and then go right into which was one of the first singles off the shit, fucking Jack Shit. I know, at least I speculate that Jack Shit will be on somebody's top 5 throughout the.
How are you speculating on it, bro?
I'm just speculating, right? because I feel like I vibe with the squad, and I know that I think you guys will be able to guess some of the shit that are on my favorites, and I think I'll be able to guess things that are on some of your guys' favorites.
It's all in the. All in the hype or in the face, you know what I'm saying? If you look deep into the eyes of what he's talking about, when we start talking about these tracks,
or
when you see someone look like
look deep into my succulent eyes, or
don't look at the brown eyes.
Our
I'm
group,
shit.
our
That's
group
my
chats
eyes,
and
bro.
stuff have kind of given away some things where I think I can nail some of your guys' favorites down.
I can.
But this one,
I can nail some.
The beat is definitely what separates this track
From a lot of
apart, and it has a video. But other than that,
And it has
the beat separates a lot of things apart. With that, bam, 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 and throughout it just fucking, it shows that Devereaux,
Shaggy and Devereaux working together, bro.
See, and that's what's cool. It's inside the book. It does show you who is track for track on this. So if you guys have the physical
Which
copy,
was a dope thing that like I didn't notice at first when I first got it. But Blake was telling me like, yeah, your producers are.
your beat makers
Your beat makers are
But
Devereaux.
it says
99.9%.
You say produce on things, you say, oh, Devereaux produced this, but no, man, this is a Devereaux beat. But this whole album is polished up the way that it is because Straight Jacket produced this entire album.
Straight Jacket basically executive.
Yeah, he polished this motherfucker up the way that it's polished up.
And it's to the point, like, again, when we talked about...
I didn't really look at it until you had said, though, that Shaggy the Airhead and Dev did this.
They worked together on that track.
We were talking about the You Produce ICP, and I got a lot of introspective onto Shaggy the Airhead's beats on that because they fused two of his beats.
Yeah.
And really, you can almost tell that simplicity, where it is just a couple of fucking sounds to make this beat the way that it is.
That makes that shit it's just a banger like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it keeps the beat simple. It's easier to hear the lyrics.
A
Easier
sub
to
bass
follow the
line in it,
lyrics.
and then you have that cool fucking beep 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 that goes throughout the
But-
shit, and it does, and those are really it's simple elements that add to it. The
But it still
line,
makes it a fire beat, bro.
the track's not
You know what I'm saying?
compiled of a bunch of different sounds and everything going into it. It's a couple of these, and it's these key elements that end up making it fucking.
You know, and the simplicity of the beats and like you said, like the simple sounds, and it kind of reminds me of like back in the day, bro. Like even if you go back to the early 2000s, Little John beats.
Yeah.
If you ever heard just
fuck yeah, bro.
if you ever hear just the instrumentals, there's not a whole lot to it. It's the lyrics, it's the verses, it's the.
But it is that simplistic
it's all
beat
into the
with
bass.
that bass line.
That is,
and
and
that-
it's the bass line, and even
And
if
Shaggy-
you like
and-
Wizard of the Hood, bro.
Shaggy
If you ever
puts those-
the whole theme between Wizard
It's
of the
like
Hood.
bass, bro.
The whole bass line through Wizard of the Hood is the same
Yeah,
bass line through
bass.
every
Same
fucking
bass.
song.
And Shaggy the
But, I
Airhead
mean,
puts
it's
that
different.
subtle bass line, that sub bass line
That
in
sub,
all
yeah.
the tracks, and it catches you on it. And really, you hear it here and Jack Shit. And Jack Shit then was accompanied by a super fucking dope video, especially in the time that it dropped, being Devil's
It is.
Echo.
Oh yeah.
Hell
Just the
yeah.
way the like.
I was kind of confused because I was like, so is this a special Halloween?
Is this a Halloween track or is this a Wasteland track?
So, like, we were talking about it before, and like, you know, I know we talked about in group chat shit like that. JigSaw Killa mentioned like just having that paranormal activity feel.
It was perfect.
The glowing eyes, the shot night vision.
Yeah.
Fucking
Basically.
nailed it, man.
That old school.
The devil into it. And you were saying the fucking...
The fucking old lady, bro.
Yeah, the grandma. Bro.
Casted perfectly. She was perfect. I feel like she just fit that vibe.
She did.
did.
For sure,
Like the
yeah.
weird lady sitting there, like the fucking. I think she's wearing a momo.
Yeah, she's wearing
Like the
the
wearing the
full
fucking
Your nightgown, type
bro.
of shit. The devil inside there. Ouija stand, and when Ouija's in the closet, you just see like his eyes glow
Yeah,
off
and he
the
just
fucking
sitting in the
night
chair,
vision type shit.
and the thing like with the visual with it, you know,
Yeah, that it actually
the
fits
the
everything.
feet in
feet
the
up
water.
in a wand, a black cat is on my, you know what I'm
And
saying?
it shows
She's
all
on the
in
cat.
there.
Fucking
Got the cat.
rap.
And that's probably Ouija's cat. If
Yeah,
y'all
'cause
follow
it
him,
is.
you always see his fucking cats, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Big shout out to
it
Ouija
is.
and the cats. I got my black cat around here somewhere, but she hates me.
Hocus Pocus.
I don't know why Hocus hates me so much, but
It is, man. And then Ouija even said, if you guys also follow him on social media, he said, man, I bought this camera from Best Buy, filmed the video, took that bitch back. You know what I'm
Juggle
Put
that
saying?
the
shit.
footage out.
Hell yeah. Hey, that's what we need to do, bro. We need to go back. We need to go. Like, I'll put it on my credit card if I'm taking that bitch back. Go give me one of them $3,000
Hey.
joints, and we'll
What
fucking
about
shoot
the
a fucking
percent,
straight up
bro?
video.
Hey,
of that
Ouija,
bitch.
next time you in Chicagoland, Indian there, we got you.
Man, he does. It's a quotable song. He talks
It
some
is.
shit, you know what I'm
Fire.
saying? Like the part when he is really big, said, "No, I've been in hella grip, and to be honest, like that shit is lit, bro. Just fucking wild, man. And it
So
is.
sick.
That's
So
and that's
sick,
that's
man.
only 2 tracks into it. You know what I'm saying? First single out. One of the first singles, or it might have been the last single.
I think it was the last single.
Last
yeah,
single
it was
off.
the third.
Last single of the 3 that dropped for it, and it kept.
Third
us-
single, first video though.
Yeah, it's still only video.
Only
yeah.
video.
And you guys know Ouija won't be slowing up on those
Yo,
videos.
hey,
I'm
them
sure
videos
we
gonna
know.
come out. Hey, you might get a
It
video.
might be for this next track.
Not
because,
even just for the next track.
because
but
how fucking solid this next track
But
keeps
you-
the fucking shit going into bootlace though, right?
bootlegs. But you might get a video from back in the day that you think you're gonna get.
Yeah.
The video. We
He,
just
he,
be dropping
he
videos.
owes us
just
some,
be
he
dropping
owes us
videos.
some of those other ones.
He owes us one specific one.
Yeah. That's all.
And it's actually one of my favorite weed tracks
Which one
ever.
was it again?
I'm not gonna tell you right now. We'll talk about that later. It's off of Gutter Water.
I know.
Yeah.
Someone else in the
Denial. But anyway, whole other thing, man. Though, fucking to come off, we talked about it in group chats. We talked about it amongst each other to keep this shit going, and you roll into bootlace, which just ends up being one of these fucking dope beat, catchy ass fucking tracks. You know what I'm saying? Just the fucking duct tape on your face. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking is dope as fuck. Hell yeah, dude. Like I said, like when we do these videos, I really kind of depend on those people who look it up on Genius with the lyrics so that I can
I
write
mean,
it down.
it's
We
hard.
only had a couple songs with that.
It's not so much with it, bro, but it's like it's still fresh, and you try to remember all the lyrics.
Yeah.
When
So
you hear
I
when
want to
we got
write
the
some
song-
down and shit, and
Yeah.
then you know.
When you hear it in the background, you're like, oh yeah, that shit was fresh. But
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. in
we
there.
don't got it right
But yeah,
now.
I can't. And it's always hard to spit back lyrics, especially a Ouija. And I don't want to fucking do any disservice. But there is some shit. For almost every track, I try to write a little bit of bar for bar. And on this one though, like, how about that cryogenic chamber? Fucking my container Ouija 3.0, the chosen juggalo savior, bro, is fucking hot as fuck. You guys know we've been talking about it since the beginning. Gutter water style, even Trash Fire myself. I've been talking about it with that, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I spread the gospel, like ICP almost was spreading the gospel, you know what I'm saying? And Ouija is the chosen juggalo savior, you know what I'm
it
saying?
is, bro. Like
For me, he's bringing back that old school like juggalo feel.
again,
Yeah.
Like the
said,
music is new. It's
Yeah.
all new school shit.
And-
But it still
that-
brings that old juggalo vibe.
that's
right?
the
But
type
he's
shit.
including you guys into the track.
And the whole thing is like we've talked about it like and I've said it again multiple times when we met Ouija. I don't know whatever how many times, but like every time I see him, I tell him that whether drunk Jackie Fresh or Jiggy Fresh whatever.
Yeah.
But we tell him that, because he really did bring it back,
For sure.
that feeling to where it's like, like again, I've said before, we always have ICP. You always have ICP, no matter what.
The
There's always-
originators, but then
the
you had to have the
originators.
reigniters.
You have them reunited in Ouija's style, Ouija's fucking flow, Ouija's everything. His whole attack on this wicked shit is something that brings these younger cats in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like You know what I'm saying?
On that Juggalo.
On that Juggalo shit, but not even just on the Juggalo shit, but
On
there's
that Juggalo shit.
on that Juggalo shit, but not even on the Juggalo. There's people out there who like, damn, this dude, he's with ICP.
Yeah.
Oh, he fucks with ICP.
You would never expect
Like, and you wouldn't think it until like you listen to the lyrics. Like, yeah, he's got that wicked shit in there, but he drops that shit, and his delivery, his style is just.
Yeah, look at that Ouija shit there.
You know what I'm saying? But his shit is that shit. It's like that.
Bro.
That you could put on when your homies that ain't in juggling. But hey, bro, you like that new school shit? Hey, check this motherfucker.
Cause some
out.
hood motherfuckers will
And
be vibing with
like,
that fucking
like,
you
who's
linking
this?
with the mops, or have you linking with the ventilators type
Yeah,
shit. You know
like-
what I'm
like,
saying?
you know what I'm
Like
saying?
Ouija Macc fucking.
Who is this
does it,
cat?
you know
Like,
what I'm
oh, that's
saying?
Ouija Macc, dog.
And
That,
it's putting it
that's
on
fucking,
straight for the fucking
you know what I'm
juggalos.
saying?
You know?
And he puts down for juggalos, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Bootlace would fit in really well with Pretty Ugly.
It definitely did have the vibes of a Pretty Ugly track.
Like,
And,
For sure.
like when we talked about how tracks had gone together in all of these projects, we were saying something along the lines of Devereaux had told us that there's about 100 tracks recorded through this whole process.
It was a voyage. So from Resistance, the first Resistance, the Walcc to Wasteland, to R2, to Pretty Ugly, to here we are at Wasteland now.
Yeah.
There's
About
at least
100 tracks recorded for those. So I can see that sounding almost that way.
Very similar, yeah.
And
Even that though, that was the last. Or the Devereaux produced. Zodiac wasn't produced by the Devereaux.
No, yeah,
So I mean, I understand like.
so that breaks the story there.
Yeah, it
Zodiac,
breaks the
not
story.
putting Zodiac into it, but it does make sense that could have been one of those selections that this was recorded like in the mind state of what this Pretty Ugly.
Yeah, like within the
would've been.
month or week or whatever that he recorded the other tracks.
Yeah.
What I like about this album is to me,
The song.
I think the titles of the songs correspond with the last song.
Yeah,
that
like
played, because if you look at the album, you see that Jack shits before Bootlace, but after Bootlace is you know,
that fee for that buy.
What do? You know, when you're out in the wasteland, you're scavenging shit.
Oh, yeah.
Usually when you're
You lacing up.
scavenging, you're lacing up, getting ready to take care of whatever's coming your way,
Hell yeah.
or whatever you may find. So
And then go into that fucking.
if you five four fun, it's like, all right, I'm lacing my bootlace up in here. I'm here.
Come with that drum, you know what I'm saying?
He's come with the drum and he brings a partner with him.
Straight up. So to
Bring out that
go right
whole
into
walk
that, you know what I'm saying? And that does, dude. That's dope how this album does run cohesively with this shit, and that's something that I never even really thought about, is how the tracks can go referencing one another. But going into the fourth track on this shit, the first feature of the two on here comes super hard with that fee fi fo fum.
So good.
If you follow me on social media at all right now, you guys know that I'm blown away on what Roz brought on this shit. To never have heard Roz before,
Yeah.
which JigSaw Killa found out when we were fucking filming this the last time. That
Yeah, I was surprised that you guys haven't heard him beforehand.
we only had heard him on Bigot Basher.
And
And then what happens usually when Ouija has a feature on there is, and then I go back and listen to that person's catalog, seeing him, he did shit with Suicide Boys and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And
Got
I-
that fucking Jekyll Brothers candle on his neck like that, bro.
He
That's
brings
what,
that up in there.
Yeah,
that's what I want to get tattooed on
Bigger
my
Basher.
head, bro.
And Bigger Basher, he does.
Young
bring it
Jake
up.
Jekyll, that shit was
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
I love
But
that.
like the whole thing, like you said, like, you know, we didn't know of Roz before then, but
Now the Bigot Basher here releases a verse that's fucking
Fire.
It's fucking classic, now.
Juggalo shit.
And then they come on to fucking into Wasteland, and it's like they gave him fucking even more time to fucking just straight murder it. An entire verse of quotables.
an entire verse of quotables. I mean, from the hook to everything, from the hook,
Load up the drum.
hit that one. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole shit. But I mean, the hook alone, you know,
It does-
You
it
better
like-
pay me that fee for that $5.
When we
I'm
say
about to hit that.
not to
You know
take
what I'm
away
saying? Like,
anything from Ouija, because Ouija comes super fucking hard in this show, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you have fucking Roz who comes with, and I don't know if it is like, I don't know what it is about Roz, if it's just his,
It's a delivery.
his
It's
delivery.
the delivery, bro. The delivery.
It sounds like he's just like letting you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
Just
it's
talking,
perfect.
talking you through it.
But
And it fits perfectly through what the time is now, you know what I'm saying?
it is the
it's
shit
end of
for
the world,
Wasteland.
That's why we all fucking retarded.
It's the shit with Wasteland, bro. Like the whole shit from this verse to everything. Like
Everything
you know,
that Roz says
you want to
is
go to war.
Wastelandish, you know what
You
I'm
want to
saying?
go to war with me, but you cower at the thought of getting a scar. Like, bro, like
Those
fire, bro.
Those
like,
are bars right there, like, bro, like.
that's quotables, bro.
I
Like,
listened to the other night.
give Ouija 5 mics for this album. This was in the source.
I planned on
Juggalo
writing
source.
this
5 mics.
because it is, bro. Because
Five
it is
mics, bro, like, straight
the
up.
lyricism on this shit is fucking. I mean, like for simplistic, it's super dope. This guy talking through his verse and makes it so fucking dope. The fucking like I could have wrote down literally every
You could have wrote
bar
down Roz's
that
verse.
he wrote on here that would have just been like, it gives you fucking chills. I was joking. I was like, yo, fucking. Yo, why people be rapping with that thesaurus in their motherfucking head, bro? Going hard, bro. Like, going hard. Like, this motherfucker went hard as fuck on some of the shit that he says. Like you know, he said that's one of my favorite lines you just said before. Like, you want to go to war and but you cower at the thought of a scar. You know what I'm saying?
You cower at the thought of getting a scar. Like, you want to go to war with me, but
there's
you a bitch when it comes
there's
like,
levels of this shit. If you
I
don't
get it,
understand, you stay at the end of the pile. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, yeah.
just all kinds of shit. The fucking
And even the very end where he's saying like, Dylan killing, you know,
Dylan killing fucking suicidalist be the title, bro. It's just like fucking
snaps, bro.
kill a motherfucker and I smile, bro. It's just so dope.
Oh,
dude.
man,
Like, you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
like just like bro, like I said, it could be quotable on everything it says, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't want to die, but sometimes I feel like I can just, you know, peel back the fucking, the shit.
Peel back the covers. I seen
I
shit
seen, I know shit, I
I
seen
don't want
shit,
to
I know
do,
shit,
motherfucker.
bro.
Like, bro, snap, bro.
Fucking-
Hey, and I know we talked about it before too, but like, that's me. I would pay the fee for the fire to hear. I would pay the fee for the fire to hear Ouija and Roz hit the foes with the phone, bro. Like,
Yeah, bro, do that
I want
fucking straight
album.
I want that collab album,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Like you got the Star Fox. Was it Gizmo or Star Fox?
Star Fox.
Star Fox fan. You got the Death.
Gizmo when you be fucking.
You got the shit with Death Plus, which is I'm taking
whole side.
ain't they taking that shit away from that, but
To have these guys together.
I would love to hear Roz and Ouija.
Roz and Ouija would be
on a
one
little album,
of the
bro.
most epic things to come to the underground in a
It
minute,
would be,
man.
bro.
And that what we're saying is that we're not taking away from Ouija on this track,
No,
because
hell
Ouija
no.
comes super hard on this track and does what Ouija does, and that super dope ass fucking flow delivery in between. You know what I'm saying? Where he fucking just starts fucking going into his fucking.
Yeah, he goes ham, bro. He goes,
Fucking
I'm trying to remember what Tech 9 song it reminds me of.
and it, dude, and that's what I'm saying, dude. That, like, you bringing that up, like, and I haven't said it. It's like it does remind me of like a 7 type.
Yeah,
beat.
what are you saying?
Beep, bop, boom. Dude, the whole
Wait,
fucking,
no,
it's
no.
Dev,
Wait,
I give you
yeah,
fucking
I'm
mad
trying
props
to
on this
make
beat
it
because
right.
it is such a fucking dope, complex sounding beat. The fucking little fucking distortions that go on throughout it, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's fire,
and then
bro.
Ouija rides that beat in the second part of his
Fire.
verse. We are the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bro fucking just goes fucking.
We
and
are
then-
trying to choreography, like,
then
and
sets
like,
it
but I
up
mean,
for-
just even saying it like that, we are, you know, on the void uncharted geography, blah blah. Like, just say, hey, we're on the walks to some weird shit.
Yeah,
on the wasteland. On those walks wasteland, we are
just the way that he describes
we
it.
are the prodigies. Then on uncharted, you know, uncharted geography. What do you think? You know, geography. You think, oh yeah, maps, land, all that shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, just hitting you with different shit that you're not really breaking it down.
He gonna
to
pay me that fee for that five. Just man.
But
this is
yeah,
such
even
a
the hook, bro.
hook.
Like you hear the fee 5-4 thumb through, you know, fee. But when he's saying it, you better pay me that fee for that fire. I'm about to hit my foes with that thumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it just kills it, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's
it may be simple to some people, but like when you break it down, bro, it's like, god damn, dude.
It's Jug classic.
It
This
is
Jug classic.
and even the whole like Mikey Sears said, he like, bro, you know, you gotta feel it. You know, speak your clout. Mikey Sears, our homeboy, shout out. But I mean, even if you're not a Ouija fan, this is the album that's gonna fucking
Yeah.
It's
damn.
gonna bring you in.
Yeah,
That's gonna be like, damn. Like,
you
even
fuck
if
with
you're not a juggalo and you don't fuck with Ouija like that,
Because I know there's
when you hear
most of the
Wasteland,
people that
you-
fuck with Roz probably aren't even juggalos, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
You know what I'm saying?
but you hear that, you hear this shit and you're like, damn.
Bro, and it
And
fucking
that's the whole thing like we talked about before. Like there's so much shit with Ouija, bro. Like you got you got the juggalos for sure gonna feel the shit, but then you got these people that just the new style that he brings, just the flavor, the different cadences, everything that he brings to the table.
In this, it really sets up.
It's a different
this next track, because here we're fucking 4 songs in, right? But when you roll into the 5th track.
Dog, I think we just died again.
How the fuck did we get here?
Alright, well.
What the fuck just happened?
Well, anyway.
What the fuck
Holy
just happened?
shit, we're here too.
Daily Death, man. Track 5 on this shit really solidifies that Ouija Macc belongs on fucking Psychopathic. Here, you come into this shit, and, you know, Ouija has come into his own as it is for this, coming all the way to Wasteland. But then you hear these tracks like fucking Daily Death, that this is like the coolest fucking, I'm Ouija Macc, but I'm also on Psychopathic.
I'm also on Psychopathic. Don't forget. They're not also on Psychopathic.
Don't forget.
I'm on Psychopathic right.
And this shit is just like so dope, you know what I'm saying? Like the hook is fire, the entire concept.
It's one of those, like you said, it's definitely one of the old school Juggalo-esque tracks that we talk about that are on those main albums.
Oh, for sure.
And when you hit it, even the game show intro.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? That's what
just
really
like any fucking classic.
Shaggy Show reminiscence.
Yeah, Shaggy Show, Amazing Maze, anything like that, you know.
Hell yeah.
The game shows, and
game
so to have that on there, and I know that, like, you know, it feels like we had discussed this whole thing before.
It feels like
a couple of times.
It just wasn't here.
We were thinking, like, you know, when it comes to videos, you know what I'm saying? I know we had, you know, shot the idea around fucking
Cloudless, man, if they do, he'd be perfect for a game
oh yeah,
show.
dude, he would like, and now ever since I have this like weird implanted memory, all I picture is Cloudless every time I listen to the track now.
Right?
Because the track starts off, you know what I'm saying? We got Ouija Macc, you know? Fucking just totally picture Cloudless. How dope would that be, Ouija? And you could do that all digital. He could record that wherever he's at, because he's got the green screen, he's got all that shit, Cloudless, and could send that a video to you of him doing that, and then you add that in your shit. Send it to Harry or whoever's gonna fucking direct the next video.
We'll do it.
But yeah, yeah, right. But I think that would be dope, because this track is really one of those, like, you know, Ouija's also good at telling stories tracks, you know what I'm saying? So he tells this whole thing, you know, day by day, and like, you know, just even when you're just getting bored and then just going as many days as possible, then without dying, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
See how long.
Fucking, you know, when he's talking about fucking laying in the bed and throwing fucking swords. 10 would recommend.
Boy, that
this
shit
shit was
was
fucking choice. Oh shit, dude. Hell
yeah. That shit was so dope. I mean, that whole song, that is one like, you know, like when we did the Gutter Water, we talked about there's tracks that just sound psychopathic. Daily Death is definitely that psychopathic track.
And it's such a creative song. I mean, really, when the whole thing is dope.
That could be another exhibit within the Dark Carnival.
Yeah, it's a game show of these many game shows that
Ouija Macc happens to be
the Joker's Wild. You know, this is on
stuck
that,
in that room.
You guys ever see that show? What's it fucking? I think we've talked, or the movie, and it's like where they get that one crazy ass satellite dish and it sucks them into the satellite, and all the shows and movies and stuff that are on that they get are like weird ass, like Satan ass shows or whatever. So
I kind of remember. I know what you're talking about.
And it had fucking the dude from Three's Company, and it had the principal from Ferris Bueller. I can't think of what it. Remember, I was trying to show.
Family Guy? Was it Family Guy?
No, it was a movie. I just can't remember what the fuck it was called though. But either way, that's what, like, you know, all those game shows would be on that fucking satellite dish, and Daily Death would be one of those shows that you'd be watching. And tell me you wouldn't watch a fucking show where.
Oh man, that's fucking.
You kill yourself and come back to life.
Yeah, and you just see him keep doing that shit every fucking day, you know, for a month,
like,
and see the more.
This motherfucking guy go out.
They won't woke up, pull the fucking
and what
trigger.
do you get points for creative dying, or do you get points for them staying alive? Because he was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna stay alive for a couple of days, and then finally he hooks up with this chick who ends up fucking, you know, killing him and that shit, you know. And I don't know. I think the song is just so fucking creative.
It is, bro. It
Straight
is.
up.
It's Definitely a banger. Definitely that Juggalo.
Yeah, and on this
Juggalo
album that
psychopathic shit, man.
is significant, Wasteland being as significant it is, and how Gutter Water was its own thing, you know what I'm saying? It's really dope to have this track be one of those songs that show Ouija Macc in his own, but then still have that, like, dope underground psychopathic even-esque, you know, die every day I die, just like it's super fucking
And I fucking love it.
it's just some like, you know,
it's
psychopathic
definitely-
shit, dude, and I think
Even
it's
even the hook, because how many times have we heard, even the Hell's Pit?
the track, yeah, every day.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
every day I die.
That's that shit, bro. It's
Yeah.
like, and I think that's kind of, I think even the hook probably
together, yo.
even paying homage to
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
exactly.
the Hell's Pit shit.
It is a
and
homage done into the psychopathic. I think
into
a lot of things that Ouija does with that, you know.
a lot of the shit, like if you listen closely, you can hear, you know, like the respect, the homage, the shit he's paying forward to them, that they gave him this chance, and you know what I'm saying. So I definitely think that hook is probably one of those
You can,
homages.
you can tell that, you know, he's been down forever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He
And
was
then
Juggalo before. I mean, like there was that. Was it recently? Not so long ago, we posted that picture. I mean, it was like, you think I just got down with the shit. And it was like a young ass Ouija with the, you know, razor sharp fade,
yeah.
sitting in the background with some graffiti in a trap house.
And
It was
that's-
like Shaggy 2 Dope,
Yeah.
like fucking esque graffiti. You know what I'm
And
saying?
we've talked about that, you know, a little bit with other artists throughout this year. You know what I'm saying, Devereaux included.
Oh, yeah.
And it is dope to when you see a Juggalo do this type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So as us being lifelong Juggalos, when we see like our family do this type of shit is dope. So to see Ouija carry the torch in like a song like this, where it just has carried it as far as he has, all the way leading us to Wasteland, has been dope as fuck.
That is not just somebody they picked up and signed. That is somebody who, say, fucking 3-4 years ago was us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rocking, you know, just
Trying hard to do this, fucking
trying to do it, like
handing out CDs outside of the shows.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and
Like,
it's not just him. It's like you said, it's his whole team. Devereaux, Shaggy, the Airhead.
yeah,
you know
when
what
we
I'm
talked to
saying?
Dev, you know, Dev
all
being a
these guys.
long-time Juggalo,
Yeah.
so it's dope to see them to shine, to do the Juggalo shit. Chunk being,
Hell yeah.
you know, Chunk through that throwback picture too when
With
he was
the-
just a young and
The
fucking.
little Twizzy braids
Yeah,
and shit. You know what I'm saying?
and that's just like, it's just dope. That's why I think why we are behind this team as much as we are, because of that then too.
It's
you know
that
what I'm
feeling,
saying?
bro. Because
Not only is Ouija a Juggalo, he still puts on heavy for the Juggalos, and then now we see him in the light, and then he gives us tracks like this that are like, you know, separate, you know, like Ouija is Ouija, but Ouija is the psychopathic Juggalo.
Yeah.
The psychopathic
The
Juggalo, you know what I'm saying?
psychopathic Juggalo.
Which is dope as fuck, man. Just keeping it right along, because, you know, this album is so good, and this review has just been what seems like, you know, like, it seems like, you know, there was like a snap, we disappeared for 5 years and came back into this bitch, you know?
It's
Like,
that Wasteland effect,
it is
bro.
weird, bro.
It's the Wasteland effect. Remember when we ate the chip
Yeah.
and Ouija said, the look on your face was a quarter of the way? That's all it was,
Yeah.
bro. This is why we're in a whole different
Yeah.
realm right now, in a different area.
It really put some time in our
It's
heads.
the Wasteland effect.
That's what
it is.
blur to me.
And really, like Matt
good,
Murder
bro.
has
That's the
said,
Wasteland effect.
you might even say it might have left us broken.
I might have let us broke.
Like this next track here.
Do I have? You got every part?
Like this next track here,
good.
Broken, the 6th track off of Wasteland,
Ooh.
the 2nd single or 3rd single?
I think it was the second, because was it
Inquisition.
was the first, and
This,
then
then-
Broken, the Jack shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the 2nd single or so off of Wasteland.
Probably my favorite of the singles.
Yeah, dude.
Not gonna lie.
I would have to say probably my favorite of the fucking singles, dude. The beat is so fucking nasty. Ouija, you know, just Ouija snaps, but the song though too is just being broken. Again, Ouija putting on for the Juggalos, for the Outcasts, and just being, you know, when he says, you know what I'm saying, you know, there was times where he just wanted to fucking, you know, look in the mirror and kill himself looking at his reflection, you know what I'm saying, that type of shit, you know, like, the song, like, but then still how hard he is, you know what I'm saying, where, like, Ouija is savage, he Juggalo lavish, you know what I'm
My
saying?
part too, like,
Because he was burnt down and roasted in the ashes.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
one
like,
of my favorite parts too is where he's talking about let it be your thing and also your protection, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's just dope. You listen to it, like it just leads you on the story. Like, you know, many people say, you know, the broken pieces make the best inventions. You know what I'm saying? And here it is. You know what I'm saying? You got Wasteland. You got, you know, these broken pieces. And we talked about a lot. Some of these tracks could have been Resistance 2, or could have been, you know, the Walcc to Wasteland.
All part of that.
And it's all part of that story.
All part of that Walcc to Wasteland.
And you hear them broken pieces that might have got left off. You know what I'm saying? That you get these. You know, you get the Zodiacs, you get the, you know, everything that's broken off from here and there. These little singles he drops randomly to hit you. Yeah. It's all part of being broken, part of the Wasteland. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. And these broken up pieces that made up the Wasteland.
That made up the Wasteland. That make the best invention of Wasteland.
Hell yeah.
The best invention.
And
So far.
you know,
So far. I'm not going to say ever.
This song is...
Can you imagine that shit live? Like,
oh, and this is one of those songs too that I just can't wait.
That's what I'm saying. When this quarantine's over... It's just
really
like, there's a lot of anthems.
Broken
oh my god.
There's a lot of anthems that's been had since
before this.
Since
so this,
before Wasteland.
This was a whole and really.
So we got Wasteland, we got Zodiac, we got Pretty Ugly.
Seen any of that live?
Was Resistance 2 even out before that? No. So yeah, we got a whole shit of shit.
Yeah.
There might just be a fucking Ouija headlining tour where we just
does it all.
Have one opener and just rock from Resistance 2 to fucking Wasteland.
You start just offering the private fucking concerts.
Yeah, man, because I gotta see this shit live.
You know, man.
With Broken being another anthem on an album.
It's an anthem show track, bro. Like,
it is,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Like, there's some tracks that are anthems that you can just bump anywhere and you're like, yeah, that's that Juggalo shit. And then there's
that Psycho shit.
Yeah. And then there's the ones you hear that are like, yeah, that's that show shit that would have the show for the hype. You know what I'm saying? That would have us
just
do what we do. You know what I'm saying? That we go hammer time. You know what I'm saying?
Juggalo Savage. Yeah, I think that one is one of the ones where it's a heavy dope ass fucking banger, but then also it's dope to know that he's putting it on for these fucking broken juggalos, you know what I'm saying? Because we've all been broken, you know, some of us been able to rise from the ashes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that's it.
Put my butt into the gutter and then the ocean started alone.
I love that shit, bro.
Like, snaps, bro.
And there's a lot of the Wasteland tracks, you know, where he does talk about, you know, really a lot of that you know, we're in Wasteland. It's been a while to get here, and we went through a lot of trials and tribulations. That's what's dope about this whole fucking album.
It is, bro. And the whole album, I think that's why we feel it so much, and everything that led up to it, and the hype behind it made it that much better, because you hear the shit that he did put, you know, his blood into the shit. He did put the sweat. It's like
his blood into the soil.
And this Wasteland shit is like, it's been.
And
grown
look how it's grown since. Look how it's grown since Trash Fire got
away. Yeah.
Look where we were just playing Ouija for it. Even if I was just playing Ouija for you, even in the 2-3 years now that it has been, look where it's at, and look how it always changes people's minds though too. You know
it does. And there was every doubt in everybody's mind. It's like, okay, here's this.
We spent that weekend in Colorado listening. We were playing it for everybody. It's Trash Fire. And by the time we came back, everyone's like, hey, what was that song we were listening to on this one? You know, even Adam was hitting us up. Hey, so it was just Trash Fire is the name of that. Where can I find that at? You know what I'm saying?
Who is it? Where's it at? You know. And then it went from Trash Fire to like, and when that was the thing, you had Trash Fire then Gutter Water. Like there was nothing in between that.
Yeah, and when Gutter Water came out,
and then everything is.
So really, you think that in all honesty, once we really learned about the elements come like Gutter Water, Water Damage Era, and we have been really walking this whole time to get to this, and it's dope how Ouija has put together these broken pieces, and I think what makes then here as we get to this next track, like you said, we're moving along, you know, to get to this next track really shows you how we had watched Gutter Water be this big thing, and you knew that then everything else was super dope, and there was no expectations really for everything else.
No, because it was random drops.
They were just coming, and they were blowing you away regardless.
It was. Hey,
but you knew that once you got to Wasteland,
you give me 665 likes, I'm gonna drop this shit.
You knew when it got to Wasteland that it had to be the thing again.
It had to be the thing again.
So I think here, once we got to track 7, where you get this predominantly named feature. It really shows, okay, because this is Wasteland, we had to have something big, and you get Ritz on this next track, fucking When the Lights Out.
And it's such a
dope hook, bro.
It is. The hook, the flows.
Ouija
The
sets
song
it up,
is just-
snaps like a fucking animal. And I know we were talking about this before. We talked about it before the album came out. We talked about it on our weekly web shows.
Yeah.
But here
I think we're all skeptics.
you gotta think, what's Ouija and Ritz gonna sound like on track? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
How's that gonna sound? And then
They deliver.
you get it and you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah,
Dude.
sounds good.
Ouija,
like it.
Ouija sets up this dope ass track for Ritz to come in and just do what Ritz does and fucking just snap. Ritz just fucking snaps, you know? And I know we've talked about it before. I feel like because the area that we grew up on, Ritz was never my favorite because by the time Ritz came out, I'd already listened to Ritz.
We heard, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And
then-
don't take that as a bad way. It's not
Yeah.
disrespectful, but we had.
We grew up on that chopper shit.
We grew up on the Midwest.
Do or
shit,
Die,
yeah, Do or Die,
Twista,
Crucial
CCA.
Conflict, CCA, Psychodrama. We came up on this shit. So then you hear that shit, and then like you get your, later on, like we didn't know about Tech 9 earlier, but then like you hear like Tech 9.
Even we had Bone then too.
And we had Bone,
and
yeah.
then you get like Tech 9 as we got a little bit older,
Yeah.
so we really didn't know.
We didn't know anybody else outside of that realm that was chopping like that.
So then you hear a guy from Atlanta chop like the guys from Chicago, and at first, for me, I won't even lie. At first, for Ritz, I was like, ah. And then it took me a couple of years. Sweets, I was hanging out with Sweets a lot, and Sweets would always listen to. And I was like, man, there really is no denying.
There's
Yeah,
not,
Ritz's cadence is one of the best fucking chopper
and
flow
and
cadences. His voice just because you could hear that.
You can
that
hear
Atlanta in that.
You can hear the down south Atlanta shit, and
Yeah.
it's coherent. It's not just just mumbling shit.
And just
like
just the way that it
putting
rolls
together.
off his
the roll-
fucking
yeah,
tongue,
the way
man. It
rolls
just
off.
sounds good. He gives mad props to juggalos in this shit. I love the fucking, fucking, what is it, a sex slave? Look like Sonic Johansson in juggalette paint. Oh, bro,
Yeah,
it's
he
just
snaps,
so
bro.
fucking dope, you know what I'm saying?
He does
Fucking,
snap.
yeah, dude, the fucking,
Cause I stream a lot of Ouija, you hear a lot of woo woo, to snap it
Telling
out.
me a
but-
family. Oh,
Yeah,
bro, it's
snap,
so
snap.
fucking dope. And just
Dope
his
shit.
cadence on how he put it on just fucking is just fire. And then you get that dope ass fucking, that beat that again I felt like was almost like a 7 beat, you know what I'm saying? I think like either Dev made that beat because they knew that Ritz was gonna be on it, or like when Ouija found that beat was like, yeah, this is the one that Ritz should be on because it sounds like something.
It sounds like it does.
What would you do?
That's it, and that's the thing too. Is it the hook, the melody that makes the beat a rich, like a Ritz more,
Yeah.
a rich. I don't want to say a
Ritz
rich
trap,
beat, but
yeah,
makes
Ritz
it
beat, yeah.
makes it more
But that hook definitely
more
makes it.
familiar sounding for Ritz. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's definitely that hook is definitely okay. This is perfect for Ritz to be on hook, and then that beat behind it just sounds really good though with it though too. Man,
This is the hardest song, bro.
that is something else. We've talked about it probably in the first half of this review. We probably talked about it already, but Devereaux really flexes his chops on this, and this is one of those one of those beats.
I just think
too.
it's the whole album he flexes chops.
Yeah, he flexes the
And
shit.
if you
on
want to talk about the unsung hero,
this.
yeah,
Devereaux.
Dev flexes, bro.
Yeah.
Super hard through this album.
And then to do that with the fucking on our Ritz and Ouija track, History in the Underground.
Yeah.
Devereaux produced another one. You know what I'm saying? So super fucking fire. I think everyone was really I don't want to say even skeptical. I just want to say everyone was really curious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely
for a
I
better
definitely
word.
wanted to.
For a better word, yeah.
To wonder what it was gonna sound like, because I didn't know if Ouija was gonna come out, trying to keep that pace up with Ritz and just just snap,
Yeah.
or was he gonna do his thing and then Ritz and that's what had happened.
Yeah.
Ouija did his thing, Ritz did his thing, the chopping kind of shit, and it just sounded so good. The hook, the beat, the rhythm between both of them, it just came together super dope.
The way that
fire.
even they did it too. I mean, for even Ouija to go first on the fucking track, you know what I'm saying, and then have Ritz go, and I think that Ouija did his thing the way that Ouija would, where he fucking straight snaps, says some dope ass fucking fire, but it was like, you got Ritz on the fucking track, you know what I'm saying, which is dope as fuck then too. So
I mean, that's a lot too when you get them guys that do spit the double time or the spit the chopper shit that the people who hear the feature on or feature on the track want to do that same shit.
Yeah.
They want to keep up with them or like, oh hey, I keep up with this guy.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that way. Ouija did his shit.
Yeah.
And then Ritz came and did his shit, and it just,
Oh man,
it was lovely,
I
bro.
just,
It was. It came out way better than expectations, or I don't want to say expectations, but way better than I pictured it. Like I didn't know how it was gonna sound.
Yeah, because you really couldn't think of how it was gonna sound.
Yeah,
so
like you said, it was a curiosity. Like, how's this track gonna sound? And then it came out, you're like, damn, I like it. I can see more of that feature happening.
Yeah.
With them too. If you know what I'm saying, the beats right, the tracks right, it would be dope ass fucking feature again to see Ouija feature on Rit's album or you know what I'm saying?
I hope that they'll work together more, and I really think that they will for sure.
I hope so.
You know
I mean,
what I'm saying?
they're each always giving each other props and shit. You know, you see a lot
that's
of this shit,
that's what's really cool.
That's
too.
dope too. You know,
And this would be a good video.
That's what I was just thinking, my friend.
when the lights out. I can see it.
Get Ritz out for a feature like that, or even Ritz just shoot it where he's at, and then fucking Ouija film it where he's at.
A lot of shit going on like that.
Yeah, that'd be dope as fuck. Well, I mean, it's COVID, so you gotta do it
Oh,
like that.
yeah,
You know
what
what
you
I'm
gotta do,
saying?
you know what I'm saying? Stay 6 feet apart. Y'all can do that.
Running right into that motherfucker though, another track here in my fucking hatchet mode where Ouija flexes his chop as motherfucking young motherfucking hatchet carrier, juggalo, wig splitter protege.
Young Thuggalo.
You know what I'm saying? He is the fucking psychopathic protege, and he comes shining in some of his best work.
Carry it. That's
Bro,
what it is, bro.
Straight up. This is me and Jiggy Fresh had talked about it. This is fucking the Ouija Macc version of My Axe. The way that the hatchet is telling him to do these things, even when the song starts off, you know, he's talking to him, he's like, I hope you're right, you know, fucking talking to his fucking axe.
It's
and
hard to
shit.
hatchet.
You know, like
you know what it is, man. It is. It's Ouija's, My Axe, and my mind. Like,
bro,
but it's new school.
And then you have that hatchet man, my hatchet man. Oh, fucking so dope.
Hatchet cut a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fucking.
It's meant to be, bro. Like you said, that's another juggalo. That hey, I'm here. Don't forget, bitch. I'm psychopathic.
Yeah.
Like, don't forget it.
It's that Ouija classic psychopathic. You know
Yeah,
what
you know what I'm saying?
Right
Like, don't forget, I'm still here. I'm still repping that shit.
yeah.
I'm not dropping it. I'm here,
Yeah.
no matter what.
He does it,
I'm
yeah.
here.
He brings the psychopathic style in his own way, and in this one definitely shines the whole first verse. But when you get to that fucking second verse, it is the most fucking wicked shit there is, you know what I'm saying? So he's setting up how, you know, his hatchet tells him to do this, so he's doing this. Hatchet tells him this, so he's doing this. Hatchet tells him this, so he's doing this. So I'm hiding in your closet and I'm watching you undress. Oh my fucking god.
Your boyfriend is on that.
The picture that he paints through that is just so dope. You know what I'm saying?
I
Your house is super quiet because
your boyfriend is on that. Lay up in the bed and we say, I don't know, bro.
Something about sending you the text. See you this
baby,
morning.
I'm out all night. By
Plus,
the way,
Ouija
we
Macc
make
is
it
fresh.
Ouija Macc is fresh. And then describing her getting into bed and feeling the fucking bloody, wet body
with no limbs.
Yeah, but then not being able to know who it is because the head's gone. Like, it's just so fucking good.
A body like this just went to sleep and just nubs.
It is some straight wicked shit. It is some straight classic fucking wicked shit.
Yeah,
I feel like in a fucking other reality I would have compared it to another song, but I'm not even going to in this one because it saves me time editing later. But man, this is classic wicked shit. You know what I'm saying? It is straight fucking classic psychopathic fucking juggalo shit right here. And then them cuts by Chunk, right?
Hatchet, I think any cut on this album was
His cuts by Chunk.
Because
man, those fucking my hatchet, man. Oh, so fucking nasty. I mean, that is nasty. I just don't think, you know, when Ouija gets enough credit for how much he puts on for fucking psychopathic, for the juggalos, and just like puts out wicked shit in general. I mean, that's like straight. This track is straight wicked shit.
And the thing is, like, everybody, it's a new sound for it. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same shit that we've been listening to for, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say
like,
shit, but it's not the same sound we've been listening to for
like it's
X amount of years. It's just, you know, straight in your face. It's
not
straight in your face wicked shit.
It's not the remake, it's the reboot. You know what I'm saying?
Reboot. It's like it's just a like Rhoda said, it's a refreshing take on the wicked shit. It's like it's got its own lane, but it's still that. I think it reaches more people.
It does, though, for sure.
Especially the younger crowd coming up, you know, because rap changes. Everything changes over the years. Music changes. But it's got that shit, you know. You got them jugglers like, oh, no, this guy's just fucking weird, blah, 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 whatever. But then you got them folks like us that are just like, yeah, you keep it over the time. Then you bringing it back, and you bringing that shit that sounds like they could bring this new school.
I challenge any juggalo who doesn't like Ouija Macc to listen to the song and tell me this is not what should be being released.
I challenge any juggler who doesn't like Ouija Macc to listen to this album, and then go back and fucking listen to the rest of his catalog and slap yourself for not being down in the
And tell me this.
That's all I'm saying.
What do you want from Psychopathic? That's what I'm saying. This is
what you want.
Psychopathic. This is what I wanted over the last 10 years, and finally just got it over the last 3.
Like I said, listen to it backwards. If you gotta start at Wasteland, start at the real good shit.
I should say 8 years. This is what I wanted for the last 8 years, not 10 days.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, go. If you don't like Ouija, start here and go backwards.
Yeah.
And then slap yourself when you get to the end.
And go,
or the original beginning. Slap yourself.
What are you sleeping on? If you were sleeping on, look, and I'll say, okay, if you were sleeping on Trash Fire, that's one thing because it was on like some SoundCloud shit. But if you slept on gutter water, and you thought gutter water, and you didn't even give gutter water an opportunity, you fucked up already. If you are just hearing this though, this is Juggalo classic. But if you go back through everything that Ouija has given us in the last 2 to 3 years, man, it is all. You have a whole list of classics that are like Juggalo classics. Today, I was flipping through, Future Wicked came on. Yeah. Future Wicked is a Juggalo classic that will get slept on now because it's old now and fucking light fell off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it is a monster fucking joint, dude. Like, Ouija Macc has let out so many monsters.
And the thing is, if you really, really, really think about it, the only tape album that was actually released on Psychopathic was Gutter Water.
Yeah.
Everything, and he raps for Psychopathic more than anybody who's ever been on Psychopathic. And he's not, I mean, he's Psychopathic, but these albums, these mixtapes, these fucking whatever you want to call them, have not all been released on Psychopathic Records.
Yeah, and he's still...
This right here, not released on Psychopathic Records, but look at the back of that motherfucker. You see that?
And that shit's not just to sell albums, because when you listen to the shit, when you listen to this track, Hatchet Mode, that we are still talking about now, he fucking, that is what
that's why he is where he is.
So that is still putting on for us. So it's not like you just slapping the Hatchet Man on there to fucking sell product. He's still being a motherfucking Hatchet Man and is fucking listening to his Hatchet. And you go right into another track that, again, puts on strictly motherfucking for the Juggalos. So you go right into this shit, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking track 9 off this motherfucking, track 9 off this motherfucker, called Juggalo. I mean, like, what's it called? Jugga motherfucking low. Juggalo. Which all of us here are proud to be, and Ouija Macc is always on that shit, bro. This shit reminds me of even the hook reminds me of some old Juggalo or some old ICP shit. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that this one though? Yeah. This is the song they don't want you to feel. Yeah. This is the song they don't want you to feel. That just that reminds me of some old school ICP type shit right there, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Ouija just like puts it down so tough for being a Juggalo that here we've been the downtrodden. We've never been the fucking accepted or popular. We've been the motherfucking scrubs, and now, you know, we're having the opportunity to shine, and a lot of us be fucking shiny diamonds. You know what I'm saying? And I think it is because Ouija Macc has boosted a lot of us up, has boosted a lot of confidence in a lot of Juggalos, has made a lot of Juggalos happy to just be motherfucking Juggalo heavy again, you know what I'm saying? To slang that motherfucking chain on them again, you know what I'm saying? So, this track here, how Ouija does put it on for Juggalo so much, to even give us the name Juggalo on this track is just dope as fuck, and fucking puts it on heavy duty, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know for some of these tracks, you know, they're shorter joints or whatever, and but it's still, with this Juggalo joint, it ended up keeping a cohesive level to the track, where as you get into these We're gonna get into the bottom end of this album now. You know what I'm saying?
But they have waypoint?
Yeah, we're basically about
Well,
a little after that.
yeah. We're there.
You get to that motherfucking, you get to this track and you're like, you know, again, back-to-back joints where Ouija puts it on straight up heavy duty for the motherfucking Juggalos.
And then you get another one.
That puts on for the motherfucking Juggalos?
Did you put it on for the motherfucking Juggalos? Round number 10, right?
Bro, straight up.
It goes.
Hand in hand.
That 3 songs
I
fucking.
said it in the earlier half of my first life or whatever. These whole fucking.
Those 3 tracks.
These whole fucking shit, they go hand in hand with these whole fucking titles of these songs go hand in hand.
Hell yeah, dude. Matt Murder's gonna have to make a whole video about that.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to school us on
He
that
was trying to
shit.
school us and we were just really fucked.
And we were
up.
like, bro,
And in a different realm.
this motherfucker fucked us up. And then we went, then someone snapped or some shit. I don't know what happened.
They know
Yeah,
snaps and
snap. But Matt Murders was schooling us on that. It might actually be in the first half of this video that you guys see. I don't know where that was at. But Matt Murders schooled us on some shit, and maybe Matt Murders will have to make a companion video explaining further into his theory on how these track names are linked and link within other lyrics to sync up with the next track and stuff. And I know on this next one, Runnin' Shit, featuring our boy JigSaw Killa.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
LOD.
JigSaw Killa makes a feature on this where he's like, psychopath, lunatic, juggalos, running shit. Actually, it's not, but it's so dope.
Don't record us
I
on
was
that.
listening to the Ravens, though, the other day, and I was like, bro.
That motherfucker
Yeah.
is
Bro,
bro,
the
like,
whole beat, you know
lying,
what I'm saying? It's
Hey,
like,
this song could have been on the Ravens.
seriously, bro, this is...
This song could have been on the Ravens, and just
If
Jigsaw
Killa didn't, if Jigsaw Killa jumped onto the like I'm a juggalo, listen to my music like more, I could have easily seen him making this fucking psychopath, lunatic, juggalos, running shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
seriously,
yeah.
dope shit.
But it's
Like,
like-
seriously, so fucking.
And what's
good,
funny
bro.
is like, I remember we still talk about it even now with this review, but like as soon as that song like we first heard Wasteland and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying within our you know our good group chat, I think that was the first thing Bobby said, like, bro, you didn't tell us you were on fucking Wasteland.
Yeah,
you know
dude,
what I'm
how
saying?
you gonna not tell us you got
How
this
you gonna
beat?
tell us you got the speaker
Fuck.
on Wasteland? But it just is because
Jigsaw's like, what
the shit that we've heard from the homie
Like,
Jigsaw
you
Killa
listen-
from Live or Die, bro, it's
like, nah.
like you said, the Ravens EP, if you ever listen to it, you know what I'm saying?
Even just the track,
Just
the
check that
Ravens.
shit
Yeah.
Dude, I'm the reason the Ravens came here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
bro, it
I'm
is.
the
It's
reason
that
that the
fucking shit.
Ravens came here. Whatever that shit they say in the motherfucking Ravens joint. I'm like, psychopath, lunatic, juggalos, running shit. Running shit though, man. Straight up, super fucking dope.
Juggalo
Love the
banger
fucking
that
cuts
you're
on
gonna
them.
be able to
Fucking
hear at a
got the
fucking show.
Grim Reaper calling me at Grim. Remember night? Oh, fucking
Yeah.
the fucking second verse on that shit. Something about, are you gonna die? Ouija, let the moon decide. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking.
That's gonna
just-
be another one of them show bangers.
Yeah,
bro.
one of
That
those
needs to
fucking
be-
bangers, bro.
Yeah.
And then fucking Jigsaw Killa featured on that bitch, though.
Yeah.
No, dude.
Bro, straight up, it's another one of them show trailers you can see live. Just like you can picture
Running
live,
shit.
and it's gonna fucking.
I regret
down, bro.
switching up that shirt for the hat because I can still buy the hat right now. The hat's still on there. I was afraid that the hat's were gonna be like gone. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
The running shit shirt.
Oh yeah.
That was originally in my order, and Jigsaw got it.
Hey, I'm just gonna
That
tell
shit
you
was
guys.
dope though. That running shit shirt was fire though, man.
I'll tell you guys. It has nothing to do with this right now. I'll tell you.
But yeah, that shit was fire. And the track, fire. Again, man, another fucking Ouija banger on an album that did just go heavy duty, balls to the wall bangers, anthem after anthem. You get
Shit on you motherfuckers with big duty on this
straight
album, man.
up, straight up, nonstop, running shit with 10 tracks into this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? 7, 8 to go. You know what I'm saying? In this motherfucker, and here you're 10 tracks in, and you're like, man, this motherfucker is running shit.
Running shit. This,
Psychopath,
and then you got
lunatic, juggalo, running shit.
the next joint, which is another. I think was one of those other wicked shit.
Dude, it's straight wicked shit.
It's one of
And
those
Deja
other
Vu.
straight wicked shit.
Again, I'm telling you, with that little from running shit, that little lyric, let the moon decide, going into incantation. That's
Matt Murders is onto something that we're not onto.
I'm telling you.
And he's trying to school us, but we just don't understand it yet.
Matt Murders is hitting us with that beautiful mind shit right now. Fucking
that
Pepe
shit.
Sylvia. Fucking, he is fucking putting it down.
Dropping bombs on us
shit
that we don't
right
even know are being dropped.
Straight
yet.
up, because he was explaining to the last in this review. I don't know what happened, but
anymore.
he was explaining it to me, and I was like, damn, this makes so much sense right now, but I am so fucked up that it makes no sense at all, you know what
But
I'm
now
saying?
even now it's still making sense.
It makes even more sense now, though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I'm totally digging. Do your research. Matt Murders is gonna probably make a companion video where he fucking explains it like the dude from fucking Ancient Aliens about how this shit's all connected.
Juggalos, man!
We thought we knew about the elements. This motherfucker's found in the subliminal fucking messages.
You know what it
in
is?
this bitch,
It's his fucking secret mystery shirt that he got.
Yeah, right?
It's got some special powers.
You
in that
decode.
motherfucker.
Yeah, he held it up in the decoder.
He held it up in
Warlock.
yeah, he got his little fucking
His Ovaltine fucking.
Ovaltine decoder glasses from Christmas Story.
I
Fucking looked at the shirt and something fucking snapped off his brain that we don't fucking know about yet.
Hey, because
But we will
Incantation
learn.
is a super evil, dope ass fucking track, man.
It's that fucking
Straight up.
wicked shit.
It is that motherfucking wicked shit. Fucking, it is a deep cut on the album here. You're 11 tracks into this motherfucker, so you really got to be listening to get to motherfucking track 11. And Ouija fucking snaps, you know? That fucking chanting the palindrome.
He lets you know.
Red rum is murderous, red rum is murderous. And then they're saying yeah, you must be puking in Wasteland. The air is so thick that you just puke in Wasteland all the way, because on Resistance, you puke like Resistance like a puke every song.
You puke a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
Too.
So
So then you got a little break,
yeah.
you know, on the walk, but then you hit the wasteland and you puking more again.
Oh yeah, because you puke in
The air's
Wasteland.
bad.
Bleh. But man, hey,
I think you get close to the end, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
yeah, dude. But Incantation is really dope. I think it is one of those wicked shit songs. It is Ouija. Ouija has
I'm gonna
that.
decipher this motherfucker.
Ouija has that dark element. You know what I'm saying?
He flexes, bro.
Ouija has that.
He
fucking-
flexes that wicked shit.
Yeah.
He flexes that makes you think about shit. Lyricism, bro. Like Matt Murder said, I see where he's getting at, and you kind of hear it the more you listen to it, but it's to that point where, like, for you motherfuckers that don't understand it yet, like, you guys
This is like
go back a little bit.
This
But
is extra lore right here, man. I can't wait to hear the rest of it. You're gonna have to explain
yeah,
it.
we want to hear it.
the
But
weekly
I'm saying,
book
like
show.
you get to that shit.
But you
Did you know that again, he's not just fucking fronting, bro.
Yeah.
He's that wicked shit. He's the future wicked.
and this right here, you know, like how
They
like
built
how
him
Ouija,
to carry it, bro. Like he
how
says
Ouija
it.
was like, you know, you look in the Skin video and you look at all this, man. It's all about that. This is a lot of that black magic and
It's
this
subliminal
incantation,
shit.
man. This
I don't want to say subliminal, but it's there.
incantation. Doesn't. I love palindromes too.
But it's not even subliminal, and it's not.
No, it's right.
It's
there.
not anymore. It's in your
right
face,
there
but
in
you
your
just
face.
don't.
Yeah.
You gotta.
It's in your face, but you can't grab it. I'm traveling.
Go ahead.
That was basically done. So in that incantation, you know what I'm saying, and all the wicked shit, you know what I'm saying. I think incantation lands on someone's top 5 somewhere throughout the night. If I do recall in the last fucking dimension we're in, you know what I'm saying. But incantation is followed up by what I would have to say could be one of my favorite joints.
You're not supposed to say that.
In
You can't see my shit anyway. Right?
on Ouija stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Ouija
saying
stuff.
I'm not saying my top 5 or anything. I'm not saying this is my top 5. I'm just saying it's a really good track.
You just up?
On the next track, I'm talking about here, track 12, motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is on multiple.
You think this is on some lists, right?
It's on some lists.
This gotta be on some lists, right? Because they love that motherfucking hatchet man. They fascinated by the way he slang.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
it's
Tell me
on your
this
list.
isn't fucking Anthem, bro.
That's another Juggalo banger.
This is
It's another show
fucking
track, bro.
Yeah.
It's another show track. It's another banger. It's another anthem.
But really, it might not even be a show track. It is just, but it is a rolling in the whip track. It's a motherfucking It's a banger, bro. This is that
Bro,
chillin'
no.
the trap house track. This is that motherfucking shit right here.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be one of those tracks that just anywhere.
I'm 17 until I'm gone. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, fucking straight up classic Ouija, bro. My soul just counting up, counting to this. You know what I'm saying? So you're playing that in the trap house, bro. My soul just counting to this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, bro, you're in the strip club. I'm fucking making this shit ring. Yeah, 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 bro. This is
like you said, it's an everywhere track, bro. You're gonna have it in the bangers, you're gonna have it in the clubs, you're gonna have it
rolling up in the fucking whip. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh
everywhere.
Man, it is just fucking so smooth. You know what I'm saying? It is. This is this. You know, it's like if you guys are familiar with our reviews, when we did the very first review, we broke it down in weird ways, and this. Now that we just released so much, this would be in a category where you'd be like, this is that classic Ouija shit, right?
Yeah,
this is
Ouija tracks, bro.
This is one of those.
Like
Ouija.
I was telling Pink earlier, like you got these. Excuse me. Ouija's ad libs, bro.
Yeah.
Right. There's ad libs to every track. You hear that? Yeah. You know, whatever the ad lib makes, the throwing up shit, the whatever. You got it, but you got this. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? From Trash Fire too.
Even before this whole track came out, a lot of Pog's yeahs were when Pogs was like hyping in our, it was just like you know this is
and this before yeah came out. You know what I'm saying? So Pogs like
Pogs was jumping that
I think We's gonna drop a track on the next album called We Ow,
right? Because Pogs must already know. You know what I'm saying?
Pogs knows something we don't.
But it is, man. This is that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like here, we've all talked about it. It's like dude, just such a fucking sick beat. You know what I'm saying?
It's a groovy, like
it is. It's a tune, bro. Yeah, it's a fucking tune, bro. Like you can just listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let that shit play. You know what I'm saying? Hear another fucking Dev classic. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, fucking. You know, it is just like. Ouija has his own fucking set of words that his own phrase that we threw out and we end up using. But this fucking is a fucking is a slapper. Again, you know, some of these shorter songs, but still do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It hits you where it's supposed to. Like, and that's the shit like we talked about with Yakima even before. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know, we just got these short songs, but nowadays, any song you really listen to, no matter where it's at, is that 2 to 3 minute song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's good. But don't be. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell you that.
Ooh. Tasty though. Hey, dude.
It is good though.
But taste it.
I'll tell you, it
tastes good.
That's what made me get it.
Yeah, for sure. Challenged me. Yeah, okay.
But anyway, yeah,
I think it might end up on some list.
It's on some lists.
Rolling right into what I think could be the war song of the motherfucking album.
It's definitely a march. It's definitely a march.
That's
here, we've been walking to Wasteland.
Yeah.
All this fucking time, right? Mm-hmm. We're here. This is our war song. This is the fucking chant right here. You know what I'm saying? You won't stand for nothing. We won't fall for nothing.
That's that shit, bro. That's that Wasteland Warrior fucking battle cry.
Yeah, bro. You know they want to speak up.
Pretty much.
They'll get beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking.
You stand for.
Oh, fucking straight up, bro. It is again. I say deep cut when I say that because this is 13 tracks into the album. You have to be listening to this album
to understand this
to get to this song, and then you know you're sticking around to listen to the songs that are still so good. But it's not like in the first it's not the first track. It's not the second, third track or whatever. Yeah, this is 13 tracks into it. But you are still getting these songs where this is a Wasteland song.
It is. It's like you said. It's a war song. It's the battle cry, whatever. When you about to hit that feel.
Yeah.
That's the.
Here we've been on this walk, and this is why we've been walking, and now we're not gonna back down. You know what I'm saying? We are not the feeble-os. We are the motherfucking. We're strong in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? We've been putting on for this shit, and we're here strong representing. And I think that's what it's so dope, dude. Yeah, I just think that when it comes down to this track, you need those anthems that are like this.
Yeah, bro.
And it
It's
is
one of those hard slapping, like you said, it's the worst song. It's the fucking. It's the Wasteland Warriors had an anthem. This might be it.
Yeah, this would be.
You know what I'm saying? That's that.
that
We're
fucking,
not backing down.
that
We're here.
March cry that we would
We
yell
ain't
out.
fucking
We
going nowhere.
won't fall for
Taking your
nothing.
bullshit, we ain't taking your bullshit, we ain't taking your bullshit.
We're here. We ain't backing down. We're gonna
Yeah,
keep moving.
that's what this definitely is. This that fucking that war cry right there for sure, 100%. And it's dope, you know. Another one of those tracks that Ouija puts it down for us. And here,
Talking Rebel Rose.
like I say, you know, we've been walking, so to get to that, to have this deep cut, you know, fucking stand with us. You know what I'm saying? We're saying that in that fucking track, you know, fucking stand with us on this shit because really, you know, we've the Juggalos in general really have put up with so much, you know what I'm saying? And here we've all stand together. Look how we're doing it now, you know, standing together, doing this fun shit. You know
Doing
what
this
I'm
fun
saying?
shit, and like you said, standing together, dude. Throughout this whole year, with everything that's been going on with this COVID shit and everything else, like we made the fun shit happen for real. Like it's
Because
a lot.
we wouldn't fucking fall.
Because we ain't
in
falling
this
for
shit,
no
you know what I'm
shit.
saying?
We
We're
stand
here
for what
standing
the
with
fuck
it.
we stand for.
We've been standing with Ouija. Ouija stood with us.
We stand for the Ouija shit. We stand for this fun shit.
We stand in
We
Wasteland
stand for
now.
this Juggalo shit, and that's what we're at. Where we're at right
Critical meltdown. Here, motherfucking track 14 of this bitch. Ouija with the flamethrower, motherfucking game over.
Oh my god.
This
Yeah.
is
That's that slapper.
such a fucking slapper right here. 14 tracks in, Ouija comes with the motherfucking banger, critical meltdown.
Look, y'all living in him now.
This the word critical meltdown trends a lot nowadays on Twitter. And I couldn't be any fucking happier for that. This album came out in a man. I'm talking about it now. I don't care whose feelings there anymore, really. But this album came out in a pivotal weekend in all American history. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That caused one of the biggest critical meltdowns that's still playing out today.
Got a couple more weeks, but y'all already know.
When I heard this shit, and then the day after this, I heard some other news. I dedicated Critical Meltdown to the entire Trump family and administration because thought I'd never come for you, bitch. I got the flame for it. Oh, bro, straight up. I don't give a fuck, bro. But Critical Meltdown.
Like, stop crying about it.
Critical Meltdown has been trending on Twitter for like the last 2 weeks, but it's not because of this
It's not
song.
because
You
of
know
the
what I'm
song,
saying?
but-
But it's still, I feel like that is the synchronicity that is 2020. That Ouija Macc drops this fucking album. We drop Wasteland
you.
that same time on the weekend that they fucking announced that Trump's not gonna fucking win 4 more years or whatever. And
All I'm gonna say is, like,
Critical Meltdown started trending on Twitter that weekend. It's almost trended for like 2 weeks or fucking a month straight now because of this. And I just think it's funny because the slapperoonie here on my fucking Wasteland, Critical Meltdown, is just so dope. You know what I'm saying? And this is that song, in that song where it says, I got the torch because someone built me to carry it. You know what I'm saying? And he still carries it. You know?
You got the best of this one. Alright, hey, I'm not even gonna say it right now because I know we gotta get into it later. But yes, Critical Meltdown.
Critical Meltdown, such a slapperoonie.
Slapperoonie. Laying the smack at the down.
The timing was perfect.
It was great.
For it, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah. There's a couple tracks out here that the timing's like,
Hell yeah.
hey.
Donald Trump body riding in the moss.
Oh.
Is that? Is that? But anyway,
The
hey,
track with no name.
Critical Meltdown did not disappoint. If anything, you know, like you could say that becomes an instant Juggalo classic. I just love.
Because of that one. That whole
I just like
right there.
just the beginning of it.
We've
though.
talked about this though in all of our reviews.
The
It's
hook
the
is
way
up.
that Ouija delivers things though too. So even when it goes into that Ouija with the flame, that one motherfucking game over. Thought I'd never come for you, bitch. I got the flame
Yeah,
for you.
it is, bro.
Back down. Gonna go melt down. Oh, bro.
It's the delivery, bro. Like, you got the measure now, bitch. You want the testament, huh? You know, they already snaps, bro. It is, bro. It's the delivery.
Oh, bro,
it's the cadence. It's the delivery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he just goes.
You got the measure now, little bitch. You want the testament, huh? Bro, it's
fucking
straight fire, bro. Like,
straight nasty, man.
it is the way he delivers shit. A lot of people don't understand it. Like, oh, he sucks. Quit crying, bitch.
And it's not the
Listen,
same thing over and over.
It's not. It's not the same
his
delivery.
is so
It's not
different.
the same cadence. It's not the same anything that he drops. It's, you might hear it on a couple of different songs, but in a row, you're not going to hear that same.
Yeah. Yeah,
same
not the
fucking
same
flow.
thing.
You're
Yeah,
not gonna hear that same
and he
shit.
chops it up so differently. Here, bring that over here. Chops it up so differently in all of his songs, though, where it's just definitely not the same exact. You know, is this ours then too, or is that? Or is, it's not. So it's not all the same. You know, it is where he'll chop it up differently, track by track. Even where he's notorious for that mid-track switch up and stuff, though too. You know, but I love that track. You know what I'm saying? Going right into which was like the third single then of the whole thing, or was it the first single?
It was It was the first single.
Inquisition.
Right.
Nobody expects the Ouija Inquisition. That's a Monty Python. You know, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I think that was the first single. Because that's
You're not supposed to explain your jokes, but I did, just for you guys who didn't get it, who aren't fucking old men like us. But yeah, nobody expects the Ouija Inquisition. But no, man, fucking Inquisition though, bro. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly, someone liked Inquisition, so I'm not going to trash it too hard. Inquisition was, though, my least favorite of the three singles, but I still think it is such a fucking...
It's a dope song, but it definitely... I would say it's my least.
I like that fucking... who the fuck is that with the 17 tap and the hat? They go right the tap. You know, must be Ouija Macc. You know what I'm saying? Straight up fucking fire. But... it was my least favorite of the singles that it came out. Not saying that it was... I mean, I feel like...
If you're going based on the singles, I agree.
Yeah.
Because the three singles that came out so far, the three that have been dropped as singles, it'd probably be my least favorite of the singles. But still, like you said, still a good track.
It was the...
That's part of the...
What we were talking about in our group is that for Wasteland, we wanted things that sounded like... in their own, almost, you know what I'm saying? And for it to come out as a single, it almost sounded too much of what we had heard already.
Right.
So...
I think it's one of them tracks, too. Was that one of the tracks that we agreed it could have been like a R2 joint?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounded good that you could have put it on Resistance 2 and it would have fit in.
Yeah, and then here, like, it was like, I'm not saying it was bad, it's just like, when this was getting ready to drop, the thing that we mostly talked about is that we like, what we loved so much about Gutter Water was how much variant was in it. We wanted so much of that variant in here, and you end up getting it for sure, 100%. But this was the like one of the singles, and you're like, this was the first single, I think.
Yeah.
So you're like, I don't know, but then, you got Jack Shit and Broken then as follow-up singles, and you're like, oh, I remember when fucking Jack Shit dropped as a single, and we're like, okay.
That's it. That's the one.
Right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
And that's the thing too. Like with Inquisition, like we said, could be one of those Resistance 2 tracks, the Hell's Holotape track. So you listen like, man, that sounds a lot like R2. That could have been on Hell's Holotape, and you're thinking about it. Like, man, this. I don't know if this is what we're looking for. And then, like you said, then you drop Broken, you drop Jack Shit, and you're like, yeah. All right, here we go. You know what I'm saying? But like,
so I'm not saying that
it's not taken away from the song, but
even like if you guys watch back on our reviews, we talked about WTF on Fred Fury, and we were like, outside of the album, it's not as good. When you hear it as the album, it's better. You know what I'm saying?
You got to hear it with the rest of the pieces.
Yeah, and I think it does sound better.
You got to hear it with the rest of the pieces to appreciate where it's at now.
There are some stuff that I did like with it, but yeah, it wasn't.
And that's like you said,
it wasn't my favorite of the singles when it came down to it.
You know, like you said, like with Fred Fury, the same shit. Like you said, what the fuck? Solo, you're like, man. But then when you hear it
as the album, you're like, oh, okay, and then it sounds good, and then you hear it as what it was supposed to be.
It's a piece of a puzzle. If I throw you one piece of the puzzle, you're gonna be like,
what is this,
bro?
Yeah, and then you gotta put that.
And then you gotta start around it. But once you hear it with the rest of the puzzle, you're like, oh, this piece fits.
And that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That might even make sense somewhere in Matt Murder's theory.
It might. I'm trying to break his mind right now. That's what I'm trying to think, like Matt Murder's right now. So, you know, he got one puzzle piece, you're like, this puzzle sucks.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I like it.
Yeah.
It sounds good. It looks good. Man. And then you come along, hey, Jiggy, here's the rest of the puzzle, bro. Put that piece in the middle, and you're like, oh.
And then you see it in all it's supposed to be.
And you see it all in splendor, and you're all right with it.
100%, bro. I
I
feel
feel
that
that's what it is, man.
But yeah, man, so just keeping that shit going, you know what I'm saying? You go right into this motherfucking track 16. So you know we're near the end. You go to that track, and you know what I'm saying. As it goes, you know what I'm saying. As a young Matt Murderous might say, "Thou shalt not talk when I wasteland walk." You know this track here, "Fork in the Pot." I just saying that, you know, because it was like a couple minutes ago. He was younger then.
About 10 minutes ago, he said that shit.
He was younger then.
Lifetime, what are you talking about?
Fork in the Pot. Man, I don't know what it is, dude. I feel like the beat has like that fucking downtown Tokyo vibes. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
It's got that fucking Asian vibe. You know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was gonna sound super racist the way I was gonna set up that ding 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 type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ding.
But it does. It's definitely got some. It's got some Asian-y type of vibes in the beat. You know what I'm saying? It's got like yeah, you know, it's got that. Yeah, it's got that Tokyo. It would have been really good in Tokyo Drift.
Wow.
Thou shalt not talk. Thou shalt not talk. Thou shalt not talk when I wasteland walk.
I'm about to make a wasteland walk TikTok, bro. I even got TikTok, but I'm gonna make a wasteland walk.
You need to, bro. You need to make that wasteland walk where you're dying halfway. You're doing the nod out.
Yeah.
Well, walk the walk and talk the talk.
Yeah.
I can't do both.
Does that shit. It's a fire beat. It's Devro type fucking showing his flex. It's real. It does. I don't know what it is, bro. It definitely has some kind of fucking Asian-y vibes to me on that shit.
It's the LA shit.
Well, yeah, there's some LA shit.
He's out there, you know what I'm saying?
But I feel it's dope. But I dig that.
We fox with it.
Shit. He says some other shit too in that fucking track. That's another slapper though too. And it's deep in the end because when you're listening to a 17 album or 17 tracks,
album?
yeah, you're like,
you get lost in the sauce, bro.
yeah, you could get lost in the sauce. This is one of those songs that could get lost in the sauce because as it ends, it sets you up for. Set the tone for what is
The end of
the deep closer.
It's the deep closer of I think what you would assume like a wasteland before you move on to the next whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you see after the wasteland, what happens in the wasteland, I don't think everybody makes it out. And that's what this track is. You know
it sets it up real nicely to for those, you know, we have lost along the way. You know, don't be jealous of the dead, for we should be so envious that they have passed before us. You go into Dead Homies, which, dude, I'm telling you, man, this is like, I fucking love when music does shit like this. I love when things happen like this in music, you know what I'm saying? Where Wasteland is supposed to end this way.
It is.
Where it is a reflection then too, you know what I'm saying? And here, Ouija talks about his dead friends, and it's fucked up, man. Like, you know, I'm older now, so I'm not as young. But even when I was young, by the time we got to be old, we had already lost too many people.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Way too many.
So to be here now and still lose people, you know what I'm saying? On this walk to Wasteland, we just recently, in fact, you know, we had lost someone very close to us, and I just thought it was just so wild to end this album that we looked so forward to. That was something that just like hit home heavy, you know what I'm saying? Even in the month that it came out, really, it came out about, like, you know, 7 years to the day one of our good friends passed away. One of our fucking really, really close friends passed away. And then, you know, even in that time, then we lost someone else then too, just, you know, shortly before that. And it's just like, it's fucked up to know, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, here for whatever reason it is, because, you know, it can't just be some of the small choices we made. Whatever reason it is, we're here to carry on for those people who aren't. You know what I'm saying? Like, we these people that, you know, for, again, then those who also for whatever reason man, lost this fucking battle with life, lost this opportunity with life, we're here carrying on, and I think
it's more reason for us to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? To not fall to the same kind of shit or to fight them battles that they couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
To win those battles they couldn't win, or at least continue fighting those battles that they couldn't fight anymore. And even just, you know, we got the opportunity still. They're gonna live through us, so we just gotta live our best life. If that's just the reminder that unfortunately life has to give us, we have to look at it that way. And this track here, man, it's got such those deep vibes. You know what I'm saying? It is almost on that ICP shit when it comes down to that fucking they coming back. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like some fucking old school shit. You know, repping for the fallen ones is. I know there was that one point, you know what I'm saying, where I definitely thought about that a lot in my life. You know, I had lost a really close friend, and right around that time, I had been given like some really big opportunities in life, so I felt like I had to take those opportunities and keep it going because, you know, a friend of mine passed away, you know what I'm saying? Even if we weren't as tight when they passed away, it was just like, you know, they don't have life anymore, so I gotta live it, you know, twice as hard or whatever, or better, you know what I'm saying? And like, what's strange is to think that, you know what I'm saying, as we're at now, we're still losing friends from bullshit that haunted us as kids or whatever, and we think about it every day, you know what I'm saying? We know people who died young, but we're OGs, you know what I'm saying? And because of the way we live.
The thing is, too, that even with the track and just like what you're saying, like a lot of the shit, we were so close with these people that at any given time, that could have been us if we felt for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if we didn't have that, whatever it was, resistance or that fucking will to stop it, that could have been us easily. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we never took it that far, and we tried our hardest to never be that to get fallen to them things. You know what I'm saying?
When you see us here, you know what I'm saying, it's always a representation for the fallen ones, for everyone who we lost along the way before we get to wherever the fuck we're going next. You know what I'm saying? We've lost too many along the way. All of us sitting at this table have lost friends. From even the same fucking demons, you know what I'm saying? Which is wild.
Like you said, when you see me, 17 shadows on me, I'll guarantee between us three or any of us in general could be all of us in this room have at least
17 shadows that
like you said, like those people, you know what I'm saying, their soul, you know, they ain't gone, we carrying them with us, you know what I'm saying, like regardless of how, whether if it's you know, and just in our minds and our hearts, that then people are with us along the way, because
even like, you know, I think about the people that, you know, I mean, obviously we're all gonna fucking die, you know what I'm saying? I think about the people that we're gonna, that, you know, maybe we're older or whatever, but man, like it's even harder to think that like I got friends that were younger than me now, you know what I'm saying, that will never see the age that somehow I fucking made it through. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing, I mean, like, even,
you know, you know, so when we think about it,
there's a lot of shit that I think about, like you said, like, you know, I was just growing up, I'm not saying we live like super thug, rough, fast lives, but a lot of shit that could have happened to us.
Careless as fuck, though.
Yeah, we were living reckless and just careless, and we're here.
And whether it be because, I mean, like, I can't say just like, oh, I got kids or whatever, but like one of my friends, you know, she's gone, got kids, you know what I'm saying? So like, it
has nothing to do with the kid. It's
so even having reasons here, just things happen, man, and we
shit happens, and like we said, them days, especially those days when shit happened.
I've been thinking about our latest homie, man, and just thinking like, yo, that shit's real.
It's really real.
Like this year's been so fucked up that even shit that happened at the beginning of the year feels like years ago.
Yeah.
But just to think, damn, like, so when this shit's all over, we're not gonna have that party again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, like that shit's
not gonna be the same shit.
That shit's just been so. It's been so weird to think about. You know?
And we've seen that person this year.
Yeah.
And that's what really sucks, because, like, you know, like you said, we've been doing this shit yearly, annually, for how long, dude? And it's like,
and now just like
next year, that
how wild shit.
You're not gonna see that person.
And it's real, man. And it's you know, it's just we live a fucking wild lifestyle, and we're lucky to be where we're at right now. Yeah. We're lucky to at least be able to be grown. And I swear, like, I think about that I think that a lot for a couple of homies that I left. It's like my duty to just like to be here. You know what I'm saying? And do what the fuck do whatever, do like what needs to be done or whatever the fuck. Even if I'm not doing no good, at least I'm here doing it. But that's for the dead homies, man. That's fucking. that wraps up motherfucking the main 17 tracks of Wasteland.
But
you know, Ouija don't let you fucking.
he don't let you off that easy.
He don't let you off that easy.
Or that
And really, like,
broken.
you know what I'm saying?
Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, like, you could have took maybe a track off of here and just put remote
this
viewing
track-
as the
yeah,
17 track. But you need to end you need to end the joints with that softy joint, like you did.
That sentimental joint.
Yeah, you needed it.
I won't
for
say
sure.
softy, but that sentimental
joint,
that shit
yeah.
that gets you in the feels. You know what I'm saying?
To go right into though that remote viewing 2 minutes after the fucking album ends, you know what I'm saying? I'm so happy it's not fucking Wizard.
There's the 30 minutes later.
Speaking of.
That shit way expired, dog.
But anyway, you know, like, yeah, at least it's not super late, but you get remote viewing, which is the ultimate Wasteland track. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's the
it is the You're in Wasteland track.
it's the everything done fucking happened.
Yeah.
The bomb done went off.
Yeah.
There's nothing left. You come up out of your fucking bomb shelter.
Yeah,
And this
it's
is what's left.
you know, thou shalt protect the elements at all costs. That's us. I feel like
I really think, yeah.
I feel like we are, and there's a few others out there around the world,
There's a
but I
bunch
feel like we are some of the protectors of the elements. We are the Wasteland warlocks, and I feel like for real, we've been protecting these elements for a long time. So to get Wasteland is what it was, is so dope. And hearing some of the lines in it is just dope, you know what I'm saying? Like, for being a bonus track is so dope, you know what I'm saying? We already talked about it earlier, but I loved that fucking, the Donald Trump line.
Yeah.
I love just the vivid description of everything in there. You know
Everything
what I'm
in that track,
saying?
like...
I love what he says about fucking, Earth was on fire, ain't nobody trying to save fucking says, and then just the way that it repeats it, just like, you know, just like reiterating, you know, like the Earth was on fire and nobody who could tried to fucking save it. You know what I'm
Nobody
saying?
put their fucking shit down.
Yeah,
nobody whipped
fucking-
out the extinguisher. Nobody did
nobody
shit.
tried to save it. You know what I'm saying?
And
Oh,
let that
man.
motherfucker burn.
Fucking
It
you
is,
know,
bro.
talking about, like, you know, there's no culture. Fucking the fucking books burn to ashes and shit.
Yeah,
you know what
it
I'm
is,
saying?
bro. And you know what's crazy is that my 14-year-old daughter understands this song.
Dude, because it is, bro. It like,
And I played it for her.
Hey,
Like,
bro,
hey,
hey,
listen to this. Check this shit out.
you should buy her 1984.
And then she bought it. The book?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should buy
that's
her
what
book,
she
bro.
has for me for
For real, for
Christmas.
Christmas, bro. You should.
Yeah.
She's at that perfect age,
She is.
especially with what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Bro, you should buy her that book.
So I bought my 14-year-old daughter this book.
Yeah.
Or no, that threw me
Like you-
off.
like,
She
what's
listened
the-
to this fucking track, right? And she was like, "Dad, that's crazy. It's a lot of it's so accurate. I understand like a lot what he's talking about.
Talking about we don't
Yeah.
eat anymore. We fucking get our fucking nutrients through inhaling or some shit,
Yeah,
man.
like,
it's
It
fucking
is, bro.
dope.
It's a lot of crazy.
I
shit,
love the
bro.
cryptic shit that he talks about then too. You know, like fucking, you know, if you're hearing this, you know, you already know where I'm at, because, you know, if being keepers of the element, you know what I'm saying, we know that fucking Earth, the Earth that we're on now is going to be the dark planet, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's
I
no
honestly thought
void
it
of
was-
light. You know what I'm saying?
I thought there was one more, but there's not.
We burnt it to a crisp.
There is, but it's after.
Afterwards, the
Yeah, the other one.
The whole.
The other one.
the
No, it's not a. It's a.
oh, still.
Yeah.
It's still.
Anyway, go ahead.
But
Where are you going?
you know, he explains, man, that, you know, there's nothing left here. We, even after the shit went to, you know, all the rich people left, it was dope. The Juggalos will inhabit the Earth finally, and then there's just nothing left. It's a dark planet. Earth 2. Hopefully, we'll see you all there.
Earth.
Man, in all honesty, bro, I to wrap this up, and, you know, I got you guys. I know you guys got some stuff still you guys want to say about it, but for real, man, just like as it comes down to this album, you know what I'm saying?
I think you just with all the before you go on. It's not that we ran out of shit to say. I think it's with the technical difficulties that we've experienced and the fucking time warp that we experienced.
I mean, really, yeah, we did this 3 times already.
And, yeah.
We
300%
did
hours.
this
Anybody
3
watching?
Yeah, we did this.
We had technical difficulties first time, technical difficulties the second time, and
Our
we finished the show.
hologram
Where are the
glitch.
We wrapped this up a whole
Fuck
other
up.
way,
We're
a
glitching,
whole
but
other
anyway.
time, you know what I'm saying? Wrapping up, though, here, man, just like, if you guys watch any of our other reviews, and you guys have been
here
watching
with
us fucking with us, as you guys know, we're all about Ouija Macc. We're Mark's about Ouija Macc. But I have to say, though, like, when it comes down to what we like and why we like it, this album showcases it.
It's why we go hard
from just the
man.
way that he changes up his cadence on tracks and his delivery on tracks
it's everything.
to the beats that fucking Dev and Shaggy put out to him. But then, dude, this album was then put together and produced by the same guy who produces fucking ICP now, you know what I'm saying? Straight Jacket. So
it was
all the little skits fit in where they're supposed to.
It was like
everything was the placement of it. I'm sorry I keep cutting you off.
No,
because I'm on that tangent thought, but just the way that this is exactly what we wanted.
Yeah.
When Resistance 2 came out, we thought almost like this could have been Wasteland. So when you get Wasteland, which is just as good, if not 100% better than what was already 100% fire, it exceeds all my expectations, man.
You get that epitome of everything, bro. Like it is, like you said, it's that walk from Resistance to R2, it's Pretty Ugly to here. It's like everything that's combined. Like we've been waiting for so long for it to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we talked about it amongst ourselves. You know, with Jigsaw, with Pog, like. Wasteland's got to be that gutter dope, or that gutter water dopeness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's got to be that quality. It's got to be that fucking fire that you want. And
then you come with the Raz feature, you come with the Ritz feature, you come with the fucking super variety of
But
beats.
the whole thing is, exactly. So you come with the features that Raz you might expect. Ritz was kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah. I felt like Raz came back though, especially because how fire he was in the first.
But Raz, hey. If you look back, Raz snapped on his trade. Don't let me get started there. But with that, and then, I mean, you want to talk about straight Juggalo shit, man. Like we've talked about earlier, and probably in the first part of this video, the Juggalo connection to this fucking album is like you said, you got Ouija Macc, who was a Juggalo before the rap shit.
Yeah. And
then you got Devro, who is a producer, is fire producer before the rap shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Juggalo before that shit though too.
Before the producer shit. You got Shade Air at Juggalo before he was making beats. And you got them all together.
Chunk laying them some scratches.
And then DJ Chunk. Yeah, for sure.
Fucking
the homie Chunk.
Fucking Rotten Cake with fucking, what's his name, Schultz or whatever?
Yeah,
fucking
Jay Schultz.
Jay Schultz being the motherfucking, and then you got motherfucking Derek Baker then also.
Juggalo.
So it's a straight fucking team.
This team is nothing but straight Juggalos who came up and just happened to connect and just...
And look at this shit.
Just came up
running shit
together. All of them. Like we didn't know. Like I didn't know anyway. Until we just started putting all his merch that Derek did, Relish did the shit.
Back in 06, we had that picture. From 06.
But I'm saying he was out there doing shit then, and doing shit for ICP.
Yeah.
Before we even knew it.
Really took.
Oh, Relish did that?
Yeah.
Oh, Derek did that? That's
guy from Chicago did that? You know what I'm saying? Because now I post shit, and even like people that I used to fuck with back in the day from like Aurora and all that, like been fucking with Relish. But really, like, this whole time we've been right next to Chicago and didn't like fuck with Relish until Ouija Macc shit. You know what I'm saying? Until the water damage era.
Until it was an indie.
Yeah.
When we said, you did these?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
And then all the while he'd already done schooled ICP shit.
You did Juggalo Day, you did you did Whoop Stock, you did fucking, you know what I'm saying? And
so these guys end up being
these are fucking Juggalos before Ouija Macc fucking.
And that is no doubt, bro. That's like
use them,
like
that's facts. That's straight facts, bro.
Like and continuing and building off what you're saying though, it is like we feel the attachment to this even more so because we see Juggalos doing this Juggalo shit, and like the way that we to have those opportunities and build to those opportunities is awesome. To see other Juggalos doing that shit, to think like
for sure,
like all those guys have been in our shoes, and our
all those guys been in our shoes, and what's dope, like
straight up,
no bullshit. What's dope is all the people that we just named fuck with us the same way that we fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like and it's tight. Like we can hit up anybody from that squad, you know what I'm saying? And they interact with us, we interact with them, and it's all love. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like the homie shit. Like you said, it's not he's Ouija team. Like, no, that's Devro the Juggalo homie. That's Derek the Juggalo homie. Yeah, that's fucking so and so the Juggalo homie. There's motherfuckers.
We really gotta wrap up the year. We gotta get Derek on our end of the year.
I think Derek's the only one that hasn't been on our show for the recent.
Yeah. That's all another thing. But man,
we had Chunk.
Yeah.
We had Dev.
Yeah.
We had even Darby.
And kind of Ouija.
we kind of had Ouija. You know what I'm saying? He been in and out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be on video, but he been in and out.
Yeah.
So I think we need Derek.
Yeah,
We need Mr. Relish and
let's line that up for the last one.
for the year end.
Just a little segment thing with them for something. Let's line that. Let's do something.
We could do something.
But man,
We
look.
can do something. But anyway, man.
For this shit, man, I know that speaking here, it was definitely exceeded all our expectations. Here,
Dude, it met expectations for sure, and then exceeded them afterwards.
Hell yeah.
Because it was everything that we had talked about leading up to Wasteland. It was everything that we wanted leading up to Wasteland. Like, yeah, man, this album's got to be fire. It's got to be because he's talking about it. He's talking about this is the shit that blah blah blah. We've had Wasteland. We had, we had Resistance 2. We had Resistance to Walcc to Wasteland.
Yeah.
We had Hell's Hollow Tape. And little did we know we had Pretty Ugly in between, who was part of that walk.
Yeah.
And then we had...
Oh, and Pretty Ugly just still ended up being fire then too.
Yeah, Pretty Ugly, yeah, it was.
Filler, you know
but
what I'm saying?
As a little filler, and then you had Wasteland.
And
So
here we are,
eventually,
2020.
maybe sometime, we will do the whole... Because we do know the voyage, as you call it, the voyage to Wasteland, with them 4 albums, or mixtapes, whatever you want to call them.
Discuss the elements.
Discuss them.
But yeah, for sure, man. Until the next one, which I'm sure is not too far away.
It might not be too
I'm
far
sure
away.
it's not too far away.
But it's gonna
man.
be far away.
This motherfucker's already talking wild shit. You see him?
I see him.
Talking wild
I
shit.
see him. But
look, the next thing that we
review, Wasteland though,
yeah.
and we had Resistance.
The next thing that we review probably won't be right away Ouija Macc, but I'm sure he's coming with something else real soon.
We'll get something.
And until then, man, for fucking JigSaw Killa who tried to sit in. Pogler who got fucking COVID and totally missed out. I'm your boy Bobby Blaze.
I'm your boy Jiggy Fresh.
And I'm Matt Murderous.
We got production in here, so we didn't shut down tonight. We are TeamMUJ. Much motherfucking love. We'll see you on the next one.
Woo-woo.
They say what a man sees in the dark says a lot about him as a person.